Hello and welcome back to Card Kingdom's Rags and the Riches 3, The Last Crusade.
It's not the last tournament, just the last crusade.
There's just only The Last Crusade. Indiana Jones reference. I'm your host, Josh Monks, joined by Casey Hogan. We have a backup match for you. We're going to head down there right now. So let's get that set up. So they've only got about 10 minutes left in the round, so we're trying to get them to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, we're going to have our spotter tell the players they're good to go.
And so these guys are going into game 3. And so it looks like we've got...
Oh boy. Oh boy. So we've got Seamus here on our left with a goblin deck.
Oh, you know, I looked at the title of his archetype, and he said Mono Blue Control, and then up there it said Goblins, and I got very confused. And then I looked at his deck list, and then it all made sense.
Yeah, he's got the red sleeves. He is a red-haired individual as well, so it all thematically makes sense.
Oh, makes sense, makes sense. And then Ian on the other side is playing Tron, which, you know, I've actually never seen a player play Tron here, so I'm really excited to see this. Yeah, I know the deck exists. It's got some pretty cool cards in it, too, if you want to read off a couple.
Why, Josh? I'd love to. So let's start it off with Izzet Chronarch. Red, blue, 3 for 2/2. So 5 drop altogether. When it hits the battlefield, you get to pick up any instant or any sorcery from your graveyard. But Casey, what instant sorceries could I return? That's a very good question. Let me lead it off with the Capsize. We've got
That's not going to be in the graveyard often.
That's certainly not. But just in case, you can burn it on 3 and then run it back. And then on turn 6, you can Capsize your Izzet Chronarch.
Oh, spicy. Go infinite that way.
That's
Go
right.
fair infinite. Looks like both these players are starting off with a mulligan level.
Very unfortunate there. As the players go to 6, I get to talk about Twin Bolt, Prohibit, into the Royal.
Spicy.
Not to mention Rolling Thunder, and he's playing our first Oath of the Gatewatch card, Impulse of Marasa.
Not first of the Gatewatch. We had
Complete disregards in battle for Zen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's okay.
gosh.
Don't-
Okay, I was wrong. I have not played a lot of this limited format, so.
That's right. Impulse of Marasa, as you may know, it's 2 and a green, so 3 altogether. It's an instant. You return a land or a creature from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah, and then you
gain 6 life.
Is it 6?
It's 6.
All right.
You
It's
might
a big
say
number.
6 is a lot. I agree. For 3 mana, that's a fair deal. Out of the sideboard, he could have his cards like we see a Death Rattle, which I didn't know was a common.
Neither did I.
Huh. Oh, in Modern Masters maybe.
Oh, yeah, that could do it. Oh, yeah.
Got that Ulamog's Crusher, big hitter, one of the biggest commons that exists. I think.
Yeah. 8/8, Annihilator 2.
It must attack every turn. Dang it.
Ah, darn. I didn't want to trigger the Annihilator this turn.
Maybe next time.
And then out of Seamus's board, or Seamus's deck, he's got Goblin Cohorts. He's got some buddies.
Got Goblin Cohorts and Mod Conscripts.
Yeah, those guys both have friends in their name.
That's right.
We've got Goblin Sledder, so we're trying to go all in on the Goblin strategy. Huge fan of that. 4-Mog War Marshal. I love that guy.
Yeah, lead it off with the Mod Conscripts. 1 mana, 2/2, but it can only attack if you have cast. Oh, we didn't ask them to use the boots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can only attack if you've cast a creature spell this turn.
Can you make sure they update their life total?
Yeah, we'll have our spotter indicate to them.
So we got a Mardu Scout coming down. Is that hasty?
It is hasty.
Dash
I like
it out.
this. So Dash interacts very well with the Goblin Cohorts Mod Conscripts, as dashing them, dashing any of these creatures with dash, returns it to your hand at the end step. Don't get to pick up Mod Conscripts though. So he's able to, as long as he doesn't cast it for retail, continuously have access to a creature spell in his hand.
Yeah, absolutely. It also makes it so you're safe from that creature being killed, sorcery speed removal style.
That's right. We know the Tron deck features heavily with lightning bolts. We see one in Ian's hand.
Yeah, a lot of lightning bolts, a lot of bounce effects too. And so bounce effects are actually pretty good in this situation just because you can bounce the dash creature back to the hand before attacks.
They're already the dashing player.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other guy that can't attack alone.
Oh, the Flunkies.
Yes, Flunkies, that's what I was thinking
Big
of.
fan of the Flunkies for whatever that's worth.
2 mana 4/4s.
Holy moly. Now we've got 1 mana, 2/2s.
Okay. I actually don't know what card that is.
That's Goblin Cohorts.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't think I've seen that art. Is that the only art for the card? So I thought Goblin Cohorts was like an Urza's Legacy card.
No, Goblin Cohorts is from Betrayers of Common Goblin,
Oh,
I believe.
wow. All right, I'm going to go look it up.
Yeah, it's certainly not. Yeah, that's certainly Goblin Cohorts.
All right, I definitely had different cards in my head.
Ian's going to play his second Urza's Mine. That's unfortunate. He's looking at a Twin Bolt in his hand.
Man, there's a lot of cards that I have not seen in a long time in play right now.
I know we got some juice on the field here. I'm pretty happy about that. Ryan draws a Bog War Marshal for his turn. That's pretty good. But it looks like he's going to elect to dash. Oh no, here comes Bog War Marshal. And we'll see what Seamus is looking at for Goblin tokens. We, as you know, have some nice Goblin tokens in our box. Seamus likes the cute fuzzy guy.
He came prepared.
I appreciate that. And,
Which set is that token from?
That's Cons, I believe.
Okay. So it's like we're going to see a Twin Bolt take care of one of these guys.
That's right. Instant speed Forked Bolt. Forked Bolt on uncommon, very awkward.
It's too bad, really. That card would be very impactful in this format, I feel.
It's true. Now Ian
Hits a tower.
Oh,
Very close to Tron. Very close to unlocking his deck. He still has that Electrickery, though.
and if Seamus elects to tap out on his upkeep to preserve his Magmor Marshal, then he's going to skip his turn and lose one of his attackers.
Absolutely.
Doesn't look like he wants to do that, though.
Yeah, very rarely do you echo that guy.
Right.
Very
Seamus
rare.
has bigger moves. Oh, and he summons a Cons Goblin token. Very interesting.
Mixing it up on us.
Yeah,
keeping
don't
it
know that
fresh.
don't know that I agree with the Cons Goblin token, but I appreciate his diversity.
I like the art on that card. It feels like a more civilized goblin. It's wearing like a helmet. Reminds me of the Goblin Lackey a lot. Looks like we're going to see that Marty Scout get dashed back in.
Ian-
Boys are turning sideways.
Ian declines to cast his Condescend.
I imagine he's going to cast an Electrickery here.
Oh, that'll certainly be good.
He's going to overload that guy real quick before damage.
Yep. Yeah, X is 1 to everything.
Yes. Electrickery pings everything for 1, except for the 2-2. Well, it's still going to ping that for 1, but
Now Seamus left with only his Goblin cohort.
absolutely.
Ian falling to 9, and might have bought himself a couple turns. Hoping
Stabilized.
to find his third Tron piece. So as you know, the Urza's lands, if you assemble each of the triplet, the power plant, the mine, and the tower, then you unlock an extra mana out of each and a second mana out of the Urza's tower.
Yes.
Instead, a basic island is Ian's reward.
Going to play the third mine. Not quite a power plant.
Although it's actually short a second red source. Rolling Thunder is the middle card in his hand. Set up very well against a deck full of creatures.
Absolutely. Rolling Thunder plus Izzet Chronarch is very powerful effect as well. You get to run that back as many, well, not as many times as you want to, but,
But
once.
twice as many as I want to be honest.
2 times more
Yeah.
than necessary. I guess it's 1 times more. No, 2 times. So we're going to see that smash to Smithereens.
That's a juicy Condescend target.
It certainly is. I imagine that Ian mainly is playing this to scry and then also get extra value. Counter it unless you pay 2. Seamus only has 1 untapped land. Not able to pay. Finds a Lightning Bolt underneath.
Yeah.
I don't know if he keeps the Lightning Bolt though. How much damage does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess he still needs to find a second red source, right?
He protected his.
Oh,
prophetic
right.
prism. There were a lot of P's in that. Right?
Protected Prophetic Prism
Protected.
proactively. There, we've
Here
got
comes
Tron.
9 million mana.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He can put 12 mana into his pool.
He can Rolling Thunder for half of Seamus' life total.
Yeah. Do you do it now or do you wait?
I would probably split it like 2
Okay.
to the cohort.
2 to the cohort, 8 upstairs.
Yeah, is that,
Not really sure what this die is supposed to. Die is representing red. It's representing red mana floating, is my guess.
Well, yes.
He's not going to represent the rest of the mana, but here it is.
And here it's all gone.
There's the Rolling Thunder. 2 there, yep. And then the rest upstairs at you. Put you down to 12. Hit you for 8.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good number.
And Ian wanting to use his exit to the second red as fast as possible, Seamus declined to play anything in lieu of casting that Smash to Smithereens means that Seamus' hand can't be that aggressive.
Yeah. He doesn't have a lot more 1-drops. He doesn't have anything he can spend 1 mana on.
That's right.
However, he just drew something he can spend 1 mana on. Gets another 2-2 down.
I believe that to be a Mog Raider.
I believe so too. Just remember what that goblin does.
And the second Smash to Smithereens, Ian correctly predicted that his Prophetic Prism was going to make it 1 more turn.
So Mog Raider is basically a smaller goblin slider. It's 2 mana for 1 mana for a 1/1. That you can sack a goblin to give. Oh, it's 2 mana. No, wait, what?
Oh, maybe it's not Mog Raider. Ah, it's probably Goblin Cavers.
Okay.
Sideboard card. Josh gonna get the text for that one because I don't even know what Mog Cavers is. Goblin Cavers. It's well, maybe we'll see it this turn. But a Goblin Matron gonna hit the field for Seamus. It's gonna let him tutor up any Goblin out of his
There's no
deck.
card called Goblin Cavers. Goblin Caves? Goblin Cavaliers?
Could be Goblin Cavers.
Goblin Caves is an enchant land.
Okay, so that's not what that is.
It gives, as long as Enchanted Land is a basic mountain, goblin creatures you control get +0/+2.
Positioned pretty well against.
Sweeper effects.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Goblin Cavaliers is just a 3-mana 3/2. That's a goblin.
I'm not sure what that card was. That's very embarrassing.
It looks like Goblin Cavern. Goblin Cavum.
In any case, Ian taking a draw for turn, going to pass it right back after Seamus uses Goblin Matron to find another Goblin Matron. It's a significantly slower Squadron Hawk with a little bit less upside.
Yeah, a little bit wider though. Slightly more versatile, I'd say. You can get slightly more creatures than Squawker.
That's true.
One of the things I really like doing when I'm playing Alurin is to cast my Imperial Recruiter to go get Imperial Recruiters. And sometimes you want to cast your Matrons to go get more Matrons.
In this case, the Matron baits a Condescend out of Ian's hand, finds 2 lands, make their way to the bottom.
So I don't know if bait is really the right word there. I see where you're coming from, but Ian's going to go down to 7 off that hit. Not a fast clock, but
That's true, but
with
a clock nonetheless.
Yeah. And there's so many dash creatures that's able to change very, very quickly. If Seamus hits another Mardu Scout, that gets a lot of damage through very quickly.
Goblin Heel Cutter would be a big draw.
Oof, yeah, absolutely.
Ian hoping to find a way to take advantage of his 11 mana in the form of maybe an Izzet Chronarch would be.
That'd probably be one of the best draws here, but we're going to see a Flame Slash. Deal 4 to your 1/1, get that off the table.
Ian doesn't
Pass the
even
turn
want to
back.
mess with that.
Understandable. Most of the raid creatures are the cards you're afraid of. That's certainly a good one.
Here comes that cohort.
Yeah.
Followed
2/2,
up
5
another
matron.
matron. Okay.
Do you think this matron's going to get another matron?
I would bet dollars to donuts.
Infinite value. It's also, what's effective about this matron chain is that you'll be able to attack with your 2/2 every single turn.
That's right. Although it looks like Seamus found himself a War Marshal.
Okay, that's a good option too.
Slightly off camera.
I might go get Mardu Scout here. I feel like Mardu Scout's one of the best creatures.
I might get Heel Cutter.
Yes.
He's flush with mana now.
Yeah, Heel Cutter costs 4 to cast, right?
4 to cast, 3 to dash. And Ian's trying to Magma Spray for turn. Now he's got to figure out which creature he wants to destroy. He knows he's going to take 2 guaranteed off the Goblin Cohort. But the Goblin Matron represents a 1/1 that can attack every turn no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. I still think it's right to go for the 2/2.
Buy some more time.
Well, it's you have to basically assume that your opponent is going to blank for 2 draw steps to make it more effective to kill the matron.
And
It's actually going to have to be like 3 draw steps because Seamus already has a creature to cast this turn.
That's right.
Pass the turn back to Seamus. Seamus is not quite out of gas, but Ian is in top deck mode. Has been for a couple turns.
Never mind. Here comes Goblin Heel Cutter.
That's a
Different case
Bushwhacker.
creature. Oh, sorry, Bushcat.
So what was the other card that he got? Was it Heel Cutter?
No, he fetched up the
Oh,
Bushwhacker.
gotcha.
Yeah,
We're going to see a Hardcast Mold Rifter.
Ooh, that is good.
Draw 2 cards and also make a body. He hits 2 lands though. That's not great.
No, definitely not. He's looking something even as easy to cast as Swiftwater Cliffs, or easy to cast. Something as low effect as Swiftwater Cliffs actually buys him a pretty decent chunk of time.
It's an entire hit. Looks like Ian is going to elect not to play it though. Does not want to gain that life. Just passes the turn back to Seamus. Seamus draws a Lightning Bolt.
Well, that's good.
lethal.
Yeah.
Seamus might not know that, as if Ian draws a counter spell off of that Mold Drifter, Lightning Bolt's a lot less likely to resolve.
Didn't play land.
Looks like we're going to see a combat step though.
Fully like it here. It's basically free if you're going to cast a Lightning Bolt.
Very true.
If I'm Seamus here, I might upkeep the Bolt.
Yeah, I think it's right to upkeep the Bolt, but
Yeah.
Ian does not have an answer regardless.
Players just finishing their time extension.
Absolutely. Perfect timing for that. So that was round 2. We got a backup match, that Goblins versus Tron matchup, which I thought was pretty cool. Got to see both those decks operate.
Just the one game. Still fun.
So for those of you just turning in, this is Card Kingdom's Pauper event. Our 3rd one here. It's called The Last Crusade, but it's not really the last one we're running.
Rags and the Riches 3.
Yes.
Not last tournament, last crusade.
Yes. We are going to be heading into round 3 in just a couple minutes. We have to finish setting up pairings, doing all the post-round calculations, and then we will be coming back live in just a few minutes with round 3. So for everyone just tuning in, everyone that's been watching for a while, stay tuned. We will be right back.